See you later. Bye. See you later. Bye, Nora. Have fun. Clearly, the respect level is lacking in this household. And excuse the disaster. We just moved, and including that shot is probably why my wife is currently not speaking to me. I was definitely born with a love of nature, but my practical experience outdoors started because of one man. James P.L., aka Jimbo, aka the Bird Broker, aka Stepdaddy. But it's my turn to play Mr. Miyagi as Jim joins me in Harriman SP for his first overnight backpack. We play hooky on a Friday because this hike's itinerary covers some popular and premier Harriman hiking, and I want as much of it to ourselves as possible. We'll be camping at Bald Rock Shelter, arguably the best shelter in the park. The goal is to get there to get first licks at a camp spot.
We're really doing it, Harry.
And bonus, we got a twofer. My very good bruv Shawnee Socks makes his first on-camera appearance. And he's camera shy, so say something nice in the comments about him. You ready? First up, the Ramapo-Dunderberg Trail, one of the most well-known trails in the park. We're picking it up a little over 6 miles from its southern terminus in Tuxedo.
Who's the trail?
The fun begins pretty much immediately as we head up Black Rock Mountain. Today we're only on R&D for less than half a mile, but we'll see her in all of her glory tomorrow on the return. The initial plot up is steep but quick. You right?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Just gotta go a little slower. We're doing it.
You're really doing it. Early efforts lead to early rewards.
Jim, we're at the top, brah.
At the top, we find trail number 2, the White Blaze Nurian Trail. We stop to take in the view. The Nurian Trail is named after a guy I mentioned before, Curson Nurian, a trail conference pioneer who may have literally been the most hardcore trailblazer in human history. Sean, are you ready? Another White Blaze Trail, the White Bar Trail, joins for a tick as we almost immediately start to head down Black Rock Mountain.
No, it's up here. Oh, there's a white tag up there.
This area is a bit confusing with a bunch of phantom paths and unofficial cuts around the summit. But tricky trails is kind of Harriman's thing. As we descend Black Rock Mountain, it becomes pretty clear that Jim may not be enjoying himself so much, and Sean steps up in a big way.
All right.
Currently on the Nurian Trail. Tripping. Shawnee took Jim's pack. He's looking all light now. Guy's loving life now. So awfully big poles for such a little backpack. I'm sure somebody named this rock. I have no idea what it's called, but everybody likes to name rocks in Harriman. Nurian starts to follow an old woods road called Island Pond Road that leads to Island Pond. White takes a sharp left into a grove.
See ya!
But we forge ahead on a road that was originally built for Edward Harriman, the father of the park.
That's yellow.
Is it back there?
The Yellow Dunning Trail, which we avoid for now. Originally, Island Pond and this road were not part of the initial 10,000-acre gift that the Harrimans gave to the state in 1909, the gift that started the Park Commission. It was an early example of conservation. There she is, Island Pond. On the southern bank, what remains of a cabin built for entertaining by early park administrators is a highlight. The cabin was burnt down, most likely by drunk kids in the 60s, because humans can't have anything nice. I'm pretty sure Island Pond is a lake, not a pond, and it's one of the most beautiful spots in the park. We catch our breath and take advantage of a rare moment of solitude at Island Pond, and then we about face.
Here we are, one of the mines.
It's the Boston Mine. This landmark also sits at the junction of one of the most underrated trails in Harriman, the Yellow Blaze Dunning Trail, which we're taking this time. The Dunning Trail follows old mine and access roads full of mine tailings and newer forest growth. We start to slowly ascend back up Black Rock Mountain for our return loop, further north than where we came down.
We go?
After almost a mile on Yellow, she sharply turns left in a northerly direction. The WB on White Blazed White Bar Trail links up again, 3.8 miles in on the day.
How you feeling?
Tired.
Sit down.
Wanna sit down?
Yeah, we'll sit down for a minute. We're close. Very close.
Good?
Okay. All right, Jim, I got good news and bad news. Good news is we're only a quarter mile away. Bad news is,
Straight uphill, right?
not straight, a couple hundred feet. It'll be worth it, I promise.
Jim's really killing it, but I may have underestimated the ups and downs a bit. Never underestimate the mountain. Even baby ones can bite. We unceremoniously take a right onto the Ramapo-Dunderberg Trail for a quick 0.1-ish mile to tonight's camp.
Make some noise and sing Kumbaya.
Ladies and gentlemen, the very popular Bald Rock Shelter, built in 1933. This is the end of the road for Shawnee today. He leaves Jim's pack and hikes himself out. We scope out home for the evening.
Yeah. Oh, it's a chair. In the middle.
It looks like a cup.
It looks like a jock strap on legs.
Look at that.
That can't be.
Look at credit.
They can't be comfortable.
No.
In Harriman, you can overnight in the shelters anytime, but it's first come, first serve. Or you can set up within 300 feet of the shelter in a dedicated camp area.
Going a little solo to do a little water recon. Having a nice little day. Beat up Jim a little bit.
The unnamed spring I'm seeking is off the Dunning Trail, about 0.3 miles further than when we took a right for camp, so I backtrack a bit.
This is a very cool part of the Dunning Trail. Hopefully this water source is good. And if not, I screwed up because we're gonna be tight. Here's to hoping. Not very promising. There is some decent run here, and the water's actually pretty clean and doesn't smell.
I fill up about 100 ounces, more than enough for both of us for tonight and tomorrow, on top of what I still have.
So yeah, that'll have to do. I remembered the first time I ever knew I was gonna have to filter water. It's a little scary. You gotta just kind of rip the Band-Aid off and put yourself in a situation where you don't have a choice and you need to filter water. Trust your filters. There's a lot of good ones out there. I use the Sawyer. Look at that. That's some luck.
Not seen was me giving Jim my trekking poles and Jim losing one of the soil garters. Somehow it was just right there.
You think that's enough water for dinner for each of us?
You're right, I'm sorry. Let me summon my camel and head back.
Got chicken and mashed potatoes. And chili mac and beef. That's delicious. Chili mac and beef. That's what I had last time.
It's the maiden voyage for me. You're the first and the only.
We let our meal bags soak and do an initial scout for firewood.
That's a fire.
We round up whatever has been picked clean for firewood, which is definitely a chore at Bald Rocks this late in the season, but we make it work and toast to the good times, like this one. We eat dinner in record time, and I collect any and all wrappers, toiletries, and food, and head off to hang the bear bag while Jim finishes getting the wood cache ready.
I just got stung by about 8 yellow jackets.
I literally stepped right into a yellow jacket's nest. I've never been stung like that, so I figure if I'm gonna die, I might as well do it watching the sunset on a cliff.
Just caught that sick ass sunset. I didn't go into anaphylactic shock.
This evening's company and the setting is thoroughly enjoyed by all. We fade with the forest.
Good morning.
We both sleep great and wake up to a day maybe even more beautiful than yesterday. Bald Rocks has a resident bear issue, which is now a theme at a few shelters in Harriman because of the increasing bear population, but mostly because people are idiots. It's PCT, aka the Pacific Crest Trail method, all the way, and we are 100% intact when I get on the site to grab our grub. Something knocked over my chair overnight, but it left us alone, and that's probably because everything that had a scent went into the bear bag. Jim brought funky filters, no cowboy coffee for us, and after a quick bite, we get with the hop. It's bye for now to a homestead I shall miss.
Up this way.
We take the Ramapo-Dunderberg Trail south. R&D was the first purposely built hiking trail in Harriman in 1920. It's 23.5 miles long in its entirety, cutting completely across Harriman from Tuxedo, New York to Dunderberg Mountain on the Hudson River in a northeasterly direction.
Bald Rock Shelter did not disappoint. We had a lovely evening.
Pound for pound, Ramapo-Dunderberg is the most feature-packed trail in the park. The whaleback ridge walks of the R&D are infamous, and this one is particularly special. It's the summit of Black Rock Mountain and the highest point in the park at 1,382 feet. On a clear day, you can see New York City to the southeast, and today is that kind of day.
Trust me, we're not at the lemon squeeze. Glad everyone's okay.
Seriously, like, don't ever fake scream on a hike. Like, ever. The R&D dips slightly into a grove and then up another steep and more impressive whaleback, leading to an incredible panorama of Black Rock view. We're so basic, but I love us.
These are grapes. Grapes that grow here.
At the top of a scarp, we link back up with the Nurian Trail that we broke off onto yesterday, completing the candy to our lollipop as we hit the stick and descend Black Rock Mountain. wash your hands?
I did. Okay, twice actually.
Hello. Hello. Hello.